Good day and welcome to another day and a look into the future. Let's get started. Shall we? Engine technology has evolved more in the last decade than the previous 50 years combined. The shift from pure mechanical systems to AI-driven powertrains represents the biggest transformation since Henry Ford's assembly line.
That's fascinating, and the pace of change seems to be accelerating. What's driving this rapid evolution?
Well, it's really a perfect storm of factors. Environmental regulations are pushing innovation, computing power is exponentially increasing, and we're seeing breakthrough materials science that's making previously impossible designs achievable. Just look at modern hybrid systems. They're processing millions of calculations per second to optimize power delivery.
The sophistication of those hybrid powertrains is remarkable. They're essentially running complex algorithms in real time.
Exactly. And here's what's mind-blowing. Modern hybrid engines can achieve thermal efficiency rates of up to 41%, which is nearly double what we saw in standard engines just 20 years ago. That's the equivalent of extracting almost half the potential energy from every drop of fuel.
But traditional internal combustion engines aren't standing still either, right?
Oh, you know what's interesting about that? Take turbocharging technology. We're now seeing 2.0-liter engines producing over 300 horsepower while maintaining fuel efficiency that would have seemed impossible just a few years ago. The power-to-efficiency ratio is just staggering.
The materials science behind these advances must be incredible.
That's exactly what I wanted to highlight next. We're working with alloys and composites that can withstand temperatures up to 1200 degrees Celsius. That's about 200 degrees hotter than traditional materials could handle. This allows for more complete combustion and better thermal efficiency.
Well, that explains why we're seeing such dramatic improvements in performance metrics.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing how these engines operate. Modern ECUs can predict maintenance needs before they become problems, adjust timing based on driving conditions, and even learn from your driving style to optimize performance.
The integration of AI into engine management systems is fascinating. How does that translate to real-world benefits?
So check this out. Studies show that AI-optimized engines can reduce fuel consumption by up to 15% compared to traditional engine management systems. But what's really exciting is the potential for alternative fuels. Hydrogen fuel cells, for instance, are achieving efficiency rates above 60%.
Though we're still facing some significant infrastructure challenges with hydrogen adoption.
You're right. But here's something unexpected. Major investments in hydrogen infrastructure have actually increased by 400% since 2020. Companies are developing new storage solutions that could make hydrogen as practical as gasoline.
The pace of innovation is remarkable when you put it in perspective like that.
And what's really fascinating is how all these technologies are converging. We're seeing hybrid systems that combine hydrogen fuel cells with small battery packs, controlled by AI systems that can optimize power delivery in real time. It's like watching different evolutionary branches combine into something entirely new.
That convergence seems to be where the most exciting developments are happening.
Absolutely right. And let me share something that really puts this in perspective. The computing power in a modern engine management system is about 100,000 times more powerful than what we had in vehicles just 25 years ago. That's enabling possibilities we couldn't even dream of before.
The implications for future transportation are pretty mind-boggling.
You know what's really going to blow your mind? Some manufacturers are already testing engines that can actually switch between different fuel types on the fly, gasoline, hydrogen, or electric power, all optimized by AI to deliver the best performance for current conditions.
That level of flexibility could be a game changer for adoption of alternative fuel vehicles.
Looking ahead, I think we're going to see even more dramatic changes. The combination of advanced materials, AI optimization, and alternative fuels is creating possibilities that would have seemed like science fiction just a few years ago. We're not just improving engines anymore, we're fundamentally reimagining what an engine can be.
That's quite a journey from those first internal combustion engines to where we are now.
And you know what? We're really just at the beginning. The next decade of engine technology development might make everything we've discussed today seem primitive in comparison. The future of transportation is being rewritten right before our eyes. And there you have it. What the future?